Jeff Fischel here with Dabo Swinney, the head coach of the Atlantic Division champs, Clemson Tigers, and #1 in the nation. You guys come in here with all the confidence in the world. We talked before the season about how you saw this team with potential, but you needed to see them play it out for 12 games. Anything surprise you now that they've won 12 in a row and they've seemed to be fulfilling their potential?
I can't say that anything's really surprised me, to be honest with you. I think that we came into this season with a high level of expectation, but probably maybe the biggest thing is how these guys have just found different ways to win. I mean, I take that back. Probably the biggest surprise is we've lost the turnover margin 6 of those 12 games, and we're still undefeated. Because that will probably never happen again. Certainly as long as I coach. So that's probably the biggest surprise. But just their love for one another and how they found ways to win, and they picked each other up at critical times. They've had all kind of obstacles. We've played in all kind of conditions. It's been a fun team to coach, fun journey.
You talked about cleaning up the turnovers. Maybe that's got to be a big key, making sure you guys play as best as you can against the Carolina team that is hot right now, having won 11 straight.
Yeah, no doubt. They've won 11 straight. We've won 12 straight. 2 top 10 teams battling it out to try to be the overall champion. Got great respect for them, and that's a definite factor in the game. You don't want to give a team like North Carolina a short field, and they don't want to give us a short field. So the turnover margin, probably, which defense can get the most stops, that's probably the difference in the game.
We'll see a sellout crowd, fans from both teams very fired up, the possibility of playoff spot on the line for Carolina too, if they can somehow knock you guys off. Says a lot about where ACC football is right now.
No question. This league is well positioned for the present and well positioned for the future. 3 top 10 teams. I think the Big Ten has 3 top 10 as well. You look at what this league did in the SEC with the head-to-head at the end of the year, 7-1 the last 2 years. This is a great competitive league from top to bottom. It took both teams going undefeated in their division to get to this championship. So every game is a playoff game in our league.
All right, last thing. How impressed have you been with the way Deshaun Watson has come from recovering from the injury, stepped right in this season, and he's played some of the best ball, perhaps any quarterback in the country?
Yeah, it's amazing. He's just a great competitor. He's a great preparer, and then obviously he's very, very talented. So that's a pretty good combination. But he's just been fun to watch. One of the easiest guys that you could ever coach in your life, as far as just his mentality. Just a very low maintenance guy, blue collar. And when your best player is the hardest worker and the most committed guy on the team, makes everything easy. And that's who he is.
And he is the ACC Player of the Year. With Dabo Swinney, I'm Jeff Fischel. You're watching the ACC Digital Network.